Good morning to all of you. Welcome to your English 1 class. Yesterday we were discussing about degrees of comparison, adjective and adverb. I told you that in the next class I'll be completing that. So in this class we'll be focusing towards the end of the chapter. Before we proceed, let me know, did you write the story? Yesterday I gave you certain sentences that you have to start your stories with that. Did you do that? If you have written, and what is the title you have given to your interesting story? I am not informed with anything. Let me know. And today also I decided, after completing this grammar class, I will again tell you a story. If you are given certain points, how to frame a story out of that. One example I'll provide to you, and then another assignment I'll give. There you have to work on. So as we have finished up to exercise B, we will be beginning from using comparatives and superlatives. I'll ask everyone to open your books. It contains in page number 121. Comparative forms are often accompanied by the preposition than. Okay. Suppose he is taller than me. It generally happens between two people, and as we already have learned, er is added with the base form of adjective. So, I am smarter than Sheila. This plan is more foolish than the other. As I told you, more foolish, why did we use? Because here it consists more than 2 syllables. Okay, while pronouncing. That is why more foolish than. Obviously, while we are going for comparison, there should be at least 2%, right? And whenever it will be more than 2, it will come to superlative degree. So the comparison is made between two things, two objects, two people, and two actions, anything, right? Sunita's sister is cleverer than her. Okay? Then when a noun is modified by superlative form, suppose clever becomes what? Cleverest. They are preceded by the definite article the. As we know, this is a definite rule of superlative degree. We have to write the definite article the before the superlative degrees. Superlatives refer to the highest degree of a quality or quantity and person or thing that has such a quality is unique. For example, who is the cleverest boy in the class? It is giving you the highest degree of quality or quantity. The will always be added before the modified version of this clever word. It is modified with the superlative form. Birbal was the wisest minister in Akbar's court. So there were many in Akbar's court, and he was the wisest. Mr. Balram is the strictest principal I have ever seen. Now we are asked to complete exercise C. I'll ask all of you to please open your copy and pen, everything. The screen I have prepared, you will get that available in the worksheet section. Now I am just dictating, you just vary with my answer. Number 1, today's breakfast. Let me tell you the instruction first. Complete each of the following sentences using the suitable form of comparison of the adjective given in the brackets. So the suitable form we have to use. Today's breakfast is dash than yesterday's. The comparison is there. Okay. And within bracket tasty is given. So the answer will be today's breakfast is tastier than yesterday's. Amravati is the dash. So the is there. By this we can understand superlative degree will be applicable. Restaurant in this area. Within bracket good is given. So good, better, best. Best. So Amravati is the best restaurant in this area. Which dog is dash? Pepe or Tommy? So comparison again between two dogs. So which dog is friendlier? Because within bracket friendly, the adverb friendly is given. So which dog is friendlier? Pepe or Tommy? The silk from China is dash than that of India. Again comparison. Within bracket fine. So it will be finer. The silk from China is finer than that from India. Our trip to the Andamans was the dash one we have ever had. Within bracket enjoyable. So our trip to Andamans was the most enjoyable one we have ever had. Mr. Singh was named the dash employee of the company. Within bracket dedicated. Mr. Singh was named the most dedicated employee of the company. Ranjit finds Hollywood films dash than Bollywood films. Comparison. Within bracket interesting. So Ranjit finds Hollywood films more interesting than Bollywood films. In summer, the days are dash and the nights are dash. So we can use here the positive degree only. In summer means the base form of adjective. So in summer the days are long and the nights are short. Which is the dash planet in the solar system? Which is the largest planet in the solar system? Deepak Prasad is the dash actor on TV within bracket handsome. Deepak Prasad is the most handsome actor on TV. Now comparison of adverbs. The comparatives and superlatives of adverbs are formed like those of adjectives. The rules are same. By adding er and est, we generally begin the comparative and superlative forms. Hard will become harder and hardest. Fast will become faster than fastest. Early, earlier, earliest. By using set expressions, irregular form of comparison, as we have learned there, irregular form of comparison while we were reading adjectives, here also we have learned good, better, best. We can use for well, this one also. Well, better, best. Little, less, least. Far, farther, farthest. So these are exception and called irregular forms of comparison. By using more and most, same rule is applied here. Beautifully will become more beautifully and most beautifully. Tightly, more tightly, most tightly. Brightly, more brightly and most brightly. Adverbs ending in ly usually form their comparatives and superlatives by adding more and most. Here one rule we can understand, or it will be helpful while decoding this. If we have the adverbs having ly at the end, generally more and most are added. The suffixes are added. Now another and last exercise, that is fill in the blanks in the following sentences using the suitable forms of comparison of the adverbs given in the brackets. Same thing. This boy spoke dash than the others. Within bracket timidly. Ly, then more or most. than is there, so comparison. So we will write here the comparative form. This boy spoke more timidly than the others. Does the Rajdhani Express travel dash than Shatabdi? Does the Rajdhani Express travel faster than Shatabdi? Hastinapuri is not dash from here, is not far from here. Who in your group sings dash? Who in your group sings the best? The soldier who fought dash did not survive to see his army's victory bravely. So the soldier who fought bravely did not survive to see the army's victory. The officer advised his team members to talk dash to the customers politely. So base form will be there only, no change. The officer advised his team members to talk politely to the customer. Try this pen, it writes more comfortably than yours, more smoothly than yours. The king rode the dash decorated chariot luxuriously. The king rode the most luxuriously decorated chariot. So here the exercise ends and the chapter ends as well. So from next week you be prepared. I may go for any revision test. Now as I told you, I'll give you to write stories. I'll give you some points to write a story. So before that I will be discussing from the given points how we can frame a story. Okay, and then I'll give you the assignments in consisting the points, and you will frame your own story. So if the grammar book is with you, you will have this available in your book. The page number, let me tell you, is 200. Story writing you will get here. So I am going to read out example 2 today. This is very interesting story and one of my likings. As you can see, if you have opened your book, there are some points given with the help of hyphen, right? Now these are the points which you have to keep in your story somewhere, but the storyline should be exactly the way you want it to be. You can begin with anything. You can give names to the characters. Actually not can, you should, because whenever you are reading a story, the names should be known to us first, and then you can give the name of the place where the story has taken place. Then what happened, you can add a few incidents, but just try to grab the points so that you can frame the story. So as you can see, a boy stole lesson book of a school fellow, took to mother. She did not bet him, encouraged him, stole a cloak. Mother praised him, became a young man, stole expensive things, caught hands, bound, taken to be hanged. Mother followed him, crying. Man wanted to say something to mother in her ear, bit off her ear. Mother asked for reason. She did not beat him for the first theft. He would not have been hanged. So as we can see, these are incomplete sentences which you have to make this complete. Now the story, see, as a story should contain a title. So the given title is The Thief and His Mother. So from the given points, the story is framed. How? Just do read it out so that you can work with your points wisely. See, a boy stole a lesson book from one of his school fellows and took it home to his mother. Instead of beating him, she encouraged him. Next time he stole a cloak and brought it to his mother. She again praised him. The boy became a young man and started stealing more expensive items. At last, he saw caught while stealing something from a shop. The soldiers bound his hands behind him and led him to the place where criminals are hanged. The thief's mother followed him, beating her breast in sorrow. The young man said, "I wish to say something to my mother in her ear." She came close to him. He quickly caught her ear and his teeth and bit it off. The mother cried in pain and asked him why he did it. The young man replied, "If you had bitten me when I stole and brought you the lesson book, I would not have been killed in this way." Yes, this is such a beautiful story with a great moral. We should not touch anyone's belongings without his or her permission. Because if you are doing this, you are going to be a very reputed criminal in future, and the same incident can take place with you as this happens in the story. You may be killed. Okay, so this is something not to be done. This is a punishable offense, and if you find someone is stealing things and if you catch that person, just do report about him or her immediately. Because even if you are not stealing, you are witnessing that, you should make aware others. Okay, and this should not take place. The story is all about this, having a beautiful moral, beautiful message inside. Do read this. Now my assignment is, if you can see, it's page number 202. The first one, use the following outlines to write complete stories. It's very easy. You have learned the chapter sentences. That was there in your unit test. So you know how to complete a sentence, how to make a sentence complete. So even if these are given only phrases and all, you can complete it with a proper sense, with verbs, object, whatever is needed. You do that and complete that. So this, I am going to read it out once again and you will be doing on your own. So, cold winter day, Akbar and Birbal take a walk along the lake. Birbal remarks a man would go anything for money. Akbar disagrees, says no one would spend a whole night in cold water for money. Birbal accepts challenge, finds a poor man who will do that. The poor man spends the night in water. Akbar asks how. He had kept his attention fixed on a street lamp. Akbar refuses reward to the poor man because he managed to stay in water by the warmth of the street lamp. Poor man asks Birbal to help him. Next day, Birbal not present in the court. Akbar sends a messenger. Messenger informs that Birbal is cooking khichdi. Akbar waits for several hours. No sign of Birbal. Akbar goes to Birbal's house. Khichdi bowl hanging 5 feet above fire. Birbal says his khichdi will cook the same way the poor man received heat from the street lamp. This is also again an extract from the Akbar and Birbal story. I mean, you must be acquainted with these names. These stories are very much humorous, as well as these are very wise stories. So you can write this story. You will give a title first, then you will start writing the story. And these are, I am again telling you, these are phrases, incomplete sentences which you have to complete. You can input anything you want to make this interesting. Okay, so do write it. While writing, do enjoy. It's not a task. Don't treat it as a task. It is something that should provide you joy, right? So while writing, do enjoy, do write with your whole heart, right? Now, I'm not going to teach much. In the next class, definitely comprehension and letter writing and then composition, these are there. So as I know you all must be get bored very much, that's why I have given this story writing. So do enjoy and let me know how much did you enjoy while writing it, and if you are acquainted with any type of interesting story and all, please do share. I'm always there on this end. Okay, so till then, do read well, take care of yourself, and I'm not getting any complaints. If you have any, please do write to me. I'm always there to solve that. And do attend all the classes properly, obey your parents, take care of them, and have a great day ahead. Thank you for being so patient.